Montgomery College President Dr. Pollard, thank you so much for joining me, and congrats on your new role as President of Nevada State College. Now, I understand that you've been with Montgomery College since 2010. Explain to me some of the highlights for you throughout the years.
First of all, thank you so much for that. Congratulations, deeply appreciative of it. Before I can tell you what this moment means to me, I want to reflect on the fact that Montgomery College has been truly one of the most profound experiences that I've ever had in my entire life. Both the college and the students and the community and the faculty and staff, but also I will say the Montgomery County community. As I've told people, I've chosen to have lived here for over 10 years and raised a family here. So I'm just going to miss this place tremendously. But what I will tell you is that Montgomery College is going to be exceptional and continue to be exceptional. One pony doesn't stop a show. It's going to continue to do the work that it needs to do. And for me, I see several things that have been a profound honor for me as a part of the work that I would speak to. One is our work around radical inclusion. As an institution, the mission of community colleges is profound, but this idea that as a college, we embrace the glorious diversity of our institution. And we do that in a way to not only say that we are an accessible institution, but we also want every student to also be successful. Access plus success, I think, is what radical inclusion is about. I'd say that we did some significant architectural changes within the organization, both physical, but then also cultural. Physical, we've opened up several new buildings that have allowed us to really deliver on our mission, particularly in science and technology and mathematics, but then also in some of our meeting spaces that really are important to members of our community. And then in terms of our own architecture within the organization, we did a lot of great scaffolding around academic affairs and student affairs, redesigned those areas. We've done a lot of work in trying to manage and navigate culture through governance enhancements. The last two things that I would speak to that I think that we've done that I see as highlights for me over the last couple of years would be one, our work in philanthropy. We have been exceptional as an institution and really developing a team of folks who worked with me and I with them to go out and really make the case about Montgomery College and to talk about the work that we've been engaged in and why we're so essential to the community. So, over the last 11 years, we've raised well over $35 million to help support students, and that's something I'm tremendously proud of. And then the last thing I would probably say that fits into this work has really been our commitment around, student success. We have really, as an organization, taken on this idea that our mission is only as important as we're able to produce the experience for students that allows them to be successful.
Great, that's wonderful and that's amazing. So what are your goals moving forward with Nevada State College?
Well, first of all, I've learned that us East Coast folks have to say Nevada. It's all about Nevada. So the whole time I was there for my interview, I kept getting, I would see them looking at me, and then a couple of them came to me later and say, if you're going to be in this role, you got to start saying Nevada. So I'm practicing. I got my whole family saying Nevada. I think, the big thing that I work with the chancellor and the board are probably two things. One is really helping to elevate the value proposition of higher education within the state. Nevada State College is indeed a new institution. It's only 19 years old in terms of the work, but it occupies a very distinctive sector. There are community colleges in the state of Nevada. There are Research One institutions and also Research Institute. But Nevada State College is one of these boundary spanning institutions that offers a 4-year degree, but really is geared specifically to open access or access mission of making sure that those who may have not traditionally thought about going to college have access to it, but also meeting the workforce needs of the community as well. I'm delighted to be a part of it and take the skills and the tools that I'd learned, whether it be in my experience at Las Positas and College of Lake County, but most profoundly what I learned at Montgomery College and taking that to the next level there.
Now, what motivates you, Dr. Pollard, on a regular basis? What's your motivation to do what you do?
I love that question, Jordan, and because I had a significant birthday last year. I turned 50, and I think about my career, over 25 years in higher education, specifically thinking about what drives me. And I would probably say two. One is the students, all the students that I've served in community colleges, the students that I will serve hopefully at Nevada State College, their story is my own. And I know that I'm drawn to institutions and organizations that are unabashed in their commitment to access, that are unabashed in the idea that culturally they want to shape themselves to help students be successful. So that to me is something I think that resonates deeply. And the other part for me is that I believe that higher education is an anchor institution. The well-being of our organizations is dependent on the well-being of our community, and the well-being of our community is dependent on the well-being of the institutions that we are. So there's a symbiosis there that really I respond well to. So I always believe that and wanted to make, and I've hopefully done some work in Montgomery County becoming a college town, that Montgomery College, that I'd like to offer that Henderson, Nevada needs to become a college town for Nevada State College, and being very deliberate in that work. Those are things that really draw me to the work of higher education.
That's beautiful. Is there anything else you'd like to add, Dr. Pollard?
The only thing I would offer is that I'm tremendously grateful to Montgomery County. I've learned so much about what it means to be a part of a community, about a community that chooses to live its values out loud, its belief in education, its belief in inclusion, its belief to grapple with difficult issues and to do that in the public square. That is something that will always be an impact for me, and more importantly, has influenced me on a visceral level. So I am so grateful that this community opened itself up to me when I came, and more importantly, will be traveling with me wherever I go from this particular point.